Hola a todos, buenos días. Gracias por acompañarnos a la segunda sesión del día de Encuentro Creativo. Antes de comenzar con las palabras de bienvenida, vamos a proyectar un video de la Dante Alighieri, una de nuestras instituciones partner.
Ciao e benvenuto alla Sociedad Dante Alighieri de la Ciudad de México. ¿Estás pensando ir a estudiar a Italia? Nosotros te ayudamos a realizar tu sueño. Descubre cómo obtener el nivel requerido para la admisión en las universidades italianas. Estudia y certifícate con nosotros. Tenemos cursos de todos los niveles, desde el más básico hasta el más avanzado. Y además podrás escoger entre una amplia variedad de horarios y entre la modalidad en línea y presencial. Hoy en día, el conocimiento de más de un idioma extranjero es fundamental para ser competitivo en el mercado laboral. Y poder demostrar tu nivel de conocimiento con una certificación puede marcar la diferencia entre tu perfil y el de otro candidato. Ven a conocer el PLIDA, la certificación de idioma italiano reconocida internacionalmente y ante la SEP. Y comprueba tu nivel de italiano para acceder a las universidades de tu interés. Prepárate con la institución de la enseñanza del italiano más antigua en México y obtén las herramientas para construir tu futuro. Italia y la Sociedad Dante Alighieri te esperan. Arrivederci.
Bueno, gracias a todos por acompañarnos a la segunda sesión del día de Encuentro Creativo. Antes de introducir a nuestro ponente del día de hoy, Mauro Minutilla, daremos unas palabras de bienvenida por parte del presidente de la Cámara de Comercio Italiano en México, la directora y el embajador Luigi De Chiara.
Soy Luigi De Chiara, embajador de Italia en México. Soy muy feliz de presentar Encuentro Creativo con la presentación de la oferta formativa de esas instituciones académicas en el campo de las industrias creativas italianas. Queremos ofrecer a todos los mexicanos no solo la posibilidad de mejorarse de un punto de vista técnico, sino también de saber dónde van las tendencias, cómo se ha construido el éxito del Made in Italy.
En la Cámara de Comercio Italiana en México estamos honrados de poder promover la oferta académica italiana entre los estudiantes mexicanos. Durante la primera edición, en las 2 semanas del evento, tuvimos más de 2.000 alumnos participantes y logramos un alcance en redes sociales de más de 1 millón de personas. Este proyecto nos brinda la oportunidad de acercar México a Italia, 2 naciones amigas y que tienen muchísimo que ofrecer en materia de creatividad y diseño. Disfruten de todas las actividades que hemos planeado en coordinación con las mejores universidades de diseño que hay en Italia y junto con las marcas que nos apoyan en esta iniciativa.
Bienvenidos a esta segunda edición de Encuentro Creativo, que te permitirá conocer más acerca de la oferta académica que la capital de la moda y el diseño ofrece, Italia. Por favor, síguenos a lo largo de las conferencias de Encuentro Creativo. Muchísimas gracias y bienvenido.
De acuerdo, bueno, a nombre de la Cámara de Comercio Italiano en México, les doy la bienvenida a esta sesión titulada Hospedaje con lujo italiano, el proyecto de relanzamiento de una prestigiosa residencia histórica en la tierra de los etruscos. Nuestro ponente del día de hoy es Mauro Minutilla, con quien tuvimos el gusto de compartir sesión el viernes. Entonces, bueno, antes de cederle la palabra a Mauro, voy a leer un poco de su experiencia. Mauro es un consultor estratégico y formador, es licenciado en Ciencias Políticas por Luis Guido Carli en Roma, con especialización en estudios internacionales. Obtuvo una maestría en Desarrollo Económico del Sector Terciario avanzado del Instituto Guillermo Tagliarna de Roma dentro del sistema Unión Camere. Cuenta con más de 25 años de experiencia en las áreas de consultoría estratégica, desarrollo organizacional y comunicación. Se ha desarrollado como gerente, administrador y consultor, además de ser capacitador en los mercados web y digital, bancario, financiero, de seguros, energético, automotriz, bueno, una infinidad de sectores. Además, se alienta a grupos de proyectos, empresas y redes temporales de empresas en la elaboración de contenidos y estrategias para la presentación de licitaciones a grandes eventos. Desde 1998 es propietario de Estudio Minutilla, una estrategia de comunicación en marketing con sede en Roma y cofundador de Exact Group, una red empresarial especializada en acompañar empresas e instituciones en procesos de transformación cultural, digital y organizacional en 2021. Esta sesión se llevará a cabo en inglés. Entonces, bueno, sin más por el momento, cedo la palabra a nuestro ponente del día de hoy. Thank you so much, Mauro, for being here with us. I know you can start sharing your screen and start with the presentation.
Thank you so much, Claudia. Good morning to everybody. And thank you to Cámara de Comercio Italiana in Mexico for this amazing opportunity to give me an opportunity to talk about this project. Today, I want to show you a tale about an Italian case of luxury and hospitality. Before to go away, to move away on the slide and to explain the main content of this kind of case, I would like to underline two thoughts. I want to tell about this kind of project that concerning a wonderful place that isn't located in the heart of Italy. First of all, it's a place very amazing, very special. And this is a special place, and for me, it was for us, for my studio, a very good opportunity to deal with a place, a state, and a project very complex, but very challenged for many experts, because this kind of project concerning luxury hospitality and concerning many levels and many aspects in terms of strategy, communication, project design, and etc. And I wish you could have an opportunity to visit a place like this in your life as a travelers or as a professionals about communication, about strategy, or whatever you study, you want to improve in your profession. Well, let's go, let's move. What is this case, an overview? I will give you just an overview at the beginning. We dealt with luxury hospitality in Italy. This is my point of view, my scenario. At the moment, at present, is one of the most dynamic and high value added segments. Inspired of COVID and pandemic moments, 2 years, we realized in terms of numbers, in terms of value, economic, in terms of the development of this kind of sector is a very high value added segments in the high and speed evolution. What is the pillars of this kind of a case? We talk about experiences and best practice. I would like to share with you. We talk about communication, the key role of communication, and we talk about skills, what kind of competence we have to deal with this kind of project in general. Some notes about the trends in Italy, and about the trends in general in Europe and the world about luxury hospitality. But we talk about Italy and about the search and the literature that we are to have at the beginning to start in this kind of project. First of all, Italy is the most desired country for high-end travelers, but not the most visited, unfortunately. And second time, in terms of experience, Italy emerges as the world's favorite destination in the world. We know as food, wine, art, and culture. These are the areas of preeminence of Italy. Foreign travelers expect and tend to stay in Italy, history, in Italian culture, in the village and cities, and they want to benefit of gastronomy. They want to live in. This is the main expectation now. And with the uniqueness over exclusivity. This is one of the key words I want to underline, this kind of Italian case that I will show you. And the last one, but at least the transformation of luxury hospitality in Italy, obviously, but in general around the world, at the moment is from product to services, and now from services on to experience. This is the main point we have to deal, and we start in this kind of project. Shortly, why communication has a very big role and strong role? Because communication anticipates the consumer experience. That's important because the role of communication is in all levels of the process, in each moment, in each steps of the design of this kind of project. Communication manifests itself through the physical component and staff activities. It's not about all the papers or campaign actions or websites or whatever, or about building about a state, because it is very relevant, though, the weight of the structure, the poverty, the place. But first of all, we have to consider the weight, the key role of the people and the staff inside this kind of services in general. And other very important question is that the communication is one of the key area in the strategy and all the levels, and then must be planned into the business model from the setup phase in all aspects, and consequently requires new and increasingly integrated skills, because needs a very a work from many competences and many professionals and many teams about that. Well, move and try to understand where this place, what is the location. We then touch into Tuscia. Tuscia is a very old place, very old region, old area, very close to the Rome and the Latium region, more or less 19 kilometers.
Mauro, sorry for the interruption, but yes, we don't see your presentation yet.
You don't see my presentation?
No.
Oh, sorry. Now? Let's complete this camera.
Okay, now we can see the presentation. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
No, thank you. Thank you, because, okay. Wow, sorry. I tried to. Sorry. I have to move. Okay. Where we stay, the location, the place where we stay is Tuscia, on the outskirts of Viterbo. We're 90 kilometers from Rome. It's in the heart of Italy because it's the center of Italy. The Latium is the region. The center of Italy is the region of the Rome. It's a nice place. Viterbo is very old. It was one of the oldest cities of Italy, and the Latium too. This place is very close to the Viterbo city. This is the villa, this is the estate, this is the website that you can find on the internet, and you can see. I show you two different ways to access the information. One is about a villa at the moment, and another one is about the dimore storiche italiane. Is a website very important because they collect all the places very famous, very amazing in Italy, and they show the whole amount of this kind of destination as a very important place in Italy. And you can find this on the website. The estate, the Villa Rossi Danieli, is a member of the association of the historical mentions Historic Mentions Association in Italian is a very important. This is show there are a lot of content about this kind of estate in the website of this kind of association. The purpose of this kind of association is to promote and to talk and to present all aspects about this kind of heritage in the Italian heritage, and this kind of Villa Rossi Danieli is one of these. I want to show some pictures, an illustration, or is the quotes of the family. The property is very rich. It's about many things. That there are many. A villa, very important. There is another casale, a country farm. There is a small chapel, very nice chapel. There's a lot. There's a park. There's a garden, very big, and a pool. There are a lot of amenities. A lot of it is an estate very with a lot of elements. I will show the hall, for example, the facade of the villa, the pool. Just picture to show what we're talking about. It's a place very amazing, very nice. Some notes about history of the state is important. Is owned by high prelates of the church. It preserves a big treasure, a unique collection of historic coins of the Pope states. The country. The villa hosted Gustav of Sweden. It was an archaeologist, and they spent a lot of period in Italy for his research about Etruscans, about the areas. It was an expert, an archaeologist expert in Etruscans. The library of the state hold a collection of volumes of diplomatic texts, Arabic and Sicilian languages. It was something very rare, very unusual. I had never seen before something like this. It has hosted illustrious people from all over the world, and it is protected. How can you manage from Italian state for its historical, naturalistic, and cultural value? For more or less 20 centuries, it has been owned by the same aristocratic family. Very important, very huge of information and relevant data about this kind of estate. What is at the moment, at present? At present, it's a chic country farmhouse because from 15 years, more or less, is an hospitality market. As you can find it on many hotel booking or B&B hotels. I mean, the booking surely as chic country farmhouse, a relay farmhouse. This is the positioning at the moment. In the very relevant blog about incoming in Italy, this blog is this website is about Italia Secreta. It's one of the important blogs that we have about luxury destination Italy. That's the way about Italia Secreta talks about about this kind of estate. They say it's the understated grandeur of the Roman countryside. They talk about in the magical countryside called Tascia, said by many to be Italianese kept secret, nestled on the border with Tuscany and Umbria, lies an exceptionally romantic and dreamy aristocratic home. Very important description to present this kind of estate. Stylish in pictures, the pictures that show this kind of property, it was very fantastic, very amazing. This is the way as the Italia Secreta show this kind of property. But what about that? What was our goal, our task is to transform this historic mention currently on the hospitality. It's a middle level, high level, middle level in the market of hospitality into an elegant luxury boutique hotel. This is the challenge, the true challenge that we have to deal, because the property at the moment from many years stay in the market. But the problem is that also if a prestigious territory close to Umbria, Tuscany, a very important, very famous region in Italy and the world. Also, if a real estate property with the historical culture and value and the strategic proximity to the city of Rome, and an elegant and exclusive hospitality service with many distinctive characters in charge of the owners and the staff. And as I showed before, a widespread brand presence on the various tourism platforms, not only in Booking, but for example in Italy Segreta or in the other touristic important platform. Well, also in these enterprises, this kind of dynamic markets, well, it's not expressing its full potential of capacity and profitability. This is the point. This is my point, that they asked me to deal with this kind of projects. Many resources, a lot of energy, a lot of feature, very amazing, but there were the problem about the sustainability of this kind of business. What were the questions that we posed? What was not working in the business model, first of all? What needed to be changed? And which strategy was needed, and how much to invest to transform this estate, this property, this enterprise. Well, we based our study, our project on two basics, on two methodological basics. First of all, the service marketing triangle is very important because they show this kind of piece of literature about a business that we have to take care about, not only the internal marketing or the external marketing, communication strategy, advertising, or the way to stay on the internet, on the platform, social platform, and at the moment in present, but have to care about interactive marketing. This is the base, because the stakeholders also, and there are three kinds of stakeholders: company or brand, people, that means people that works inside in the enterprise, and the customers, the hostess, the clients. And the important level is all three, but mainly the interactive marketing, the keeping promises between customers and people. This is a point very, very important. The moment of truth, it's a very important moment of truth, because the moment of truth means exactly the moment where the people could have an idea about services, about the relationship that we have with people and with the enterprise, with the services. And this is one of the moments that we have to study to understand better what's happening, what is the element to the critical, or the weakness, or the strength in terms of services, in terms of the point to focus in for the project. What was the project? What is the project that we deal with? First of all, an analysis. We did an economic and financial due diligence, obviously, and a property inspection to understand where is the property, what is all the level, the elements, the structure, the services, the quality, all the value, and show to the hostess, show to the customer. We did an interview with the owners, obviously, and we start with a strategic and marketing analysis about the territory, about the area, about international travelers. And we analyzed the communication, and we did a mystery experience. Is a tool, is a forbidden visit, to say, is a tool that we use in very market, in many situations, to understand better all the phase, all the steps of the customer journey. This is one of the points that we use to analyze. Then we post marketing communication strategy, and we start with the action plan. That means business model identification, boutique hotel. This is the business model that we post as goal to develop. We start to design a renovation project to have a commercial and promotion management, because they need the new figures, the new role about that. The new partnership with, for example, with the Italy Segreta, a financial partner selection, because we need an investment level, and we support and we follow the submission of the project to the financial institution. This is an overview about the project. But Mr. experienced the process. That was a very important step, because we understand better the elements in terms of services inside of the structure. It's one of the tools that I suggest to use everywhere. We need to understand vis-a-vis really what's happened inside. We start with online search as clients, as a user. What was the result in terms of search engines, the presence, relevant, ranking, analysis of websites, what's happened in terms of booking experience online, in terms of relationship in booking confirmation. We analyze from reservation to stay, the moment where we stay there, not me, but the people that do that for us. We analyze the during the stay, what's up in the room situation, the service, the food, all the amenities, all the things, the checkout, and the follow-up, what's happened after the experience inside the structure. And the issues that we found was that, in general, we had problem in terms of keeping promises and consistency in communication and effectiveness in customer relationship. In specific, lack of clarity in the web and social communication. That was also the point that we found. Booking and confirmation non-personalized as a normal place. And optional activities enunciated but not really proposed when the people stay inside in the structure, in the state. Failure to visit the villa and other valuable areas. Nobody proposed to discover some amenities or some places, to visit the villa, to visit the other part, to enter in the chapel. And more attention to customer needs for food services. It's very big questions, a very good question to deal with these needs from the about the staff. Some gaps in information about equipment and operation of the rooms. It's what of the level of luxury hospitality now. We have to what are the level of quality of materials, of the welcome kit, of the beauty kit, and other things that have to stay inside the room, and what is represented in terms of high positioning of the structure. An issue about admission of animals with constraints is one of the points, because if you have a dog, I want to bring with me my dog. Can I or not? Difficulty maintaining direct contact with owners, because if you stay in a place like this, I wanted to talk with owners, I wanted to discover, I wanted to listen to the story of the place. It's one of the main points in terms of communication, in terms of strategy, to have a very connection with the hosts. Lack of follow-ups in the newsletter. They promised to have a newsletter after, never. It was wrong. It was never sent and never received, and nobody called the people after the checkout, and in general, and a lack of attention about details, about elements in the structure. That was a step very important to understand in many situations what's what it happened inside. An overview and say a statement very important for the luxury experience now. First of all, it is not opulence, it's not gold, marble, or logo everywhere. It's not the concept of luxury at the moment and present. It is more related to time, relationship, individualization, details, and quality about the all services at all the level. Third, it is completely influenced by communication at all the stages of the customer journey. This is important. And then now we talk about, we start from the richness of things to the richness of experiences. This is a very important level of analysis. This is the right customer journey now. We have redesigned the customer journey. How we do design with this kind of elements very important for each step, each level. First of all, the journey begins before leaving. It's important to consider that consistent communication anticipates the customer experience and enables the relationship before purchases. I want to be convinced, I want to be fascinated, I want to be, I want to be involved before to stay in a place. That means to transform it to a communication in all the level, on the step before the experience inside. The memorable property arrival, the arrival is one of the strategic moments. Now we talk about a ceremony of arrival. It's not just a check-in. But ceremony, that means we have to transform that step of the customer journey in terms of luxury situation and memorable. Is a word, is a true ceremony. 25 years ago, when I deal with a project for Bulgaria, they talk, for example, as a ceremony of selling. When you get inside in Bulgaria places, they talk 20 years ago about ceremony of selling moments. Third, the room as a space of intimacy and surprise. You have to move from only a space, yes, luxury, because you have a lot of nice object, but to living to staying to living, be surprised, and full of attention, full of the details inside of the room. It's just the furniture, just the situation. You have to be there. Something about a new level of understand the moment when people stay in a room. People and the relationship with the guest is one of important factor, because it's the luxury factor, the level of interaction between people and hostess and customers. The experience from exclusive to unique experience is not about an exclusivity, it's about unique in terms of luxury and high positioning condition. That means we have to design the experience before or when the traveler, where the customer is inside, but have to design, have to organize, you have to talk, you have to present, you have to give an experience more unique. The departure are also a step of the customer journey from checkout to buy. This is another step very important. It's not just a moment when I pay or say bye-bye. It's a goodbye. It's something to launch, to take care and to establish another moment for the next time. Not only for the same people, the same user, the same, but maybe for the friends, for the family, but to enlarge the opportunity for the state to receive any good passaparola, the good meaning, the good way to remember the place to show. At the end, some trips never ends. That means you have to maintaining and continuing the relationship with the hosts. That means for example, objects, mails, newsletter, or some actions specific with the hosts in the place. This is the new redesigned customer journey. What are the keywords? Authenticity, uniqueness, distinctive skills, experiences, role of the people, communication. What was the strategy that we adopt? High-end positioning on the boutique hotel segment, what I said. Going behind the uniqueness of the location and the exclusivity of the people on there. Defining an offer entirely consistent with the concept of luxury immediately perceivable. People have to be immediately involved in the perception of what does mean luxury in each state, in each phase, in each step of the customer journey. Aiming at the distinctive skills of the owners. The main point of this experience was the experience, the competence of the owners. And that was the very great point, because they saw high in terms of organized lounge, organized tables, in terms of setting, there was experience in the use of specific materials inside. That was one of the great points to develop it to a large in terms of the consideration, in terms of proposition to the customer. Making guests part of a unique experience, that means moving from personalized to personal consumption, tailoring, completely tailored. Satisfying the desire for authenticity by connecting next experience to the culture and tradition. We stay in the middle of the Latium and the Etruscan areas. We have to link completely the story of the building, the story of the stay with the areas, a lot of ruins, a lot of plays about Etruscans and all other heritage in that area. The services, the idea was to post an extended stay with full service format. What does it mean? Not a property, not a state to sleep in, but a special and unique place where people want to live, they want to stay there, for a long time, not only for 1 day, 3 days, but to consider the opportunity to a way to live inside. That means, in short, I selected these 3 points. For example, to organize in-house shopping in a dedicated space, or handcrafted products, design, and the piece, very artistic piece for the users, for the customers. To link to the sustainability and the environment. One of the ideas was, for example, it was about wellness services, not a simple wellness service, but, for example, to use the olives from the property, because the property has the olives tree, and they use the olives to do the product line. And not only the olives, but to design in terms of communication, in terms of the product, to use the essence, to use all the product from the olives like a wellness service line for the hostess. Third one, the experiences in terms of cooking class. Heart of setting the table, because the owner was an expert historical, because and to receive the guests, lifestyle messages, yoga, meditation, archaeological tours in the area, as I told you before. Well, property obviously incorporates the tangible dimension of luxury, but is the communication that have to express, have to feed symbolic and meaning of communication, of the property, of the experience. The communication of luxury hospitality is from the art of storytelling and one to develop the relationship. Third, language of luxury is based on the aesthetic image without text, but a change should be the change has to be done in terms of content, because now with the new generation, the new form of the new needs, surely we have to deal with something about text, about presentation, not only image on the luxury product that they use all the aesthetics of the image, of the pictures, few words, etc. Now we have to deal with many steps and many opportunity to communicate with the customer. What was the action plan? Allocate a relevant budget. Budget is about 2-3 million euros for small structures. Redesign the brand. It was on the point in terms of communication, in terms of creativity. I want to show you it's a very important point to redesign this kind of elements. It was a key role of the brand. Develop a new website, because it needs to a new website in terms of approach, in terms of communication, in terms of quality, to and manage directly the relationship with the customer in all the stages of the buying process, as I show about the customer journey. Then design new content for social media. Now we have Instagram, Facebook, but we know that, for example, TikTok, in the new generation, the new target is important. You have to think about new level of communication in new platform that he has on stages, and it became very important to communicate, for example, for the people comes from the East, or people from the China, is the new luxury travelers comes from the East Asia. Extend, make the guest book digital. We found a guest book, not in paper. It was very nice. A lot of people very famous. Sarah Jessica Parker, or another, a very famous singer. I don't remember the name, but I told you, from one of the founder of the One Direction. Maybe famous actor. But nobody knows about that. Nobody have information relevance about that. Extend, another point important for the action plan, the PR and activities, engage VIPs and influencers, because now it's very important. For example, it's one of the points to involve in launch, or in action, before this kind of personalities. Build partnership, to build a partnership with a special luxury platform of incoming, as in the case of Italy Segreta, is one of the most important, but there are the other very important to do this kind of evolution. People makes a difference. People makes a difference because they have a key role in the luxury hospitality. That's the point, very critical, mainly in Italy, because sometimes the structure of the state are very luxury in terms of services, in terms of many things, but sometimes there are problems with the people, with the level of the training level of the people. And what is our project about that? First of all, overstaffing and selection, high-profile international management have to speak in all the languages, because they have to do training languages, because to speak with the customers. You have to know about historical and artistic information about the areas, because if I meet someone, and if I meet someone of the staff, the people of the staff have to know what does mean the area, what does mean about the ruins, about the Etruscan, about the story of the buildings. Even the last one people that have a role in terms of work and the job in the staff has to give some information about the area, has to be perfectly consistent in terms of content and communication, traditions and the territory of the place. There have to be a specific technical training about all the meaning in terms of services, like have to do in this kind of sector. And the last one, enhancing the role of hosts, because the hostess, the owner, are the truly ambassadors of the experience and style of the house, and have to be the focal point to present, to show, and to represent as ambassador the meaning, the essence, the soul of the places. Creativity, what we do about creativity, because it's one of the main points about our project. First of all, to redesign the brand, we have to get to know the clients. We have to get better the client, the user. That's a very important point, because we have to starting to listening and observation, and to have more information, to collect over information about us. And we have to talk, we have to have some tools, and have to discover what they need, or what they choose, or why they choose us. Second time, you have to give value to the intangible. That means you have to understand and to describe, to design something have to be unique, but not excessive, because luxury means something have to be not strong, but it have to be underlined in terms of gentle, in terms of the finesse, in terms of difference about the idea of luxury, strong luxury, once upon a time. Define a unique promise concerning experience, values, emotion. Sometimes the project design is not about only pictures or only design something visual. It's first of all about rational, about concept, to better show what is the meaning, the value of the place, of the experience that the customer could have in that kind of places. Expressing the brand through experience and multi-sensoriality, that is one of the steps. For example, in the website, how to be virtual experience, some new technology that could help us to express better this kind of dimension, and considering the brands in terms of concept before image as well. Choose a key symbol with finesse and delicacy, because the luxury experience has to be strong, communicate, and set away different. People have to be recognized to take part of some elite, some group. Something is enough, something very different for other. And lightness, discretion, and then in palette tones, it is a declination, no, of the idea how to design a brand for a luxury state. Well, in short, to stay in the right time that Claudia gave me, this experience shows that Italian luxury in hospitality is not only a format, but is a style, is a cultural paradigms with roots in the local dimension and in the local dimension, but with the international vocation, because you have to talk about international travelers, not Italian people, not all Italian people, but a very big part of our clients come from outside, from the North America, from the American North America, from North Europe, and from the East now is the new trends. Communication is one of the pillars of the success strategy that requires more attention and specific languages and codes in each steps, in each phases of the whole customer journey. In order to design this kind of hospitality facility with something that could be unique in terms of perception, in terms of personality, we have to pay more attention to relational components of service, not only the structural, functional, and aesthetic components. People is on the focus, and people means what people done, what people doing in terms of communication, in terms of relation, in terms of our services to the customer. Well, we have to check in terms of holistic all the dimensions of this kind of project. This is what's our experience, and I will thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mauro. We have 259 people connected, and so there's a lot of people, and everyone enjoyed your conversation so much. Let me switch to Spanish to encourage them to ask some questions, right?
Yeah, okay.
Chicos, adelante, si tienen alguna pregunta, por favor escriban aquí en el chat. Mauro estará encantado de responderles. We have a lot of comments saying, grazie mille, thank you so much. Gracias. So we have 2 questions right now. So, but let me, because there are so many messages and it moves the question forward. So Fernanda Sergio asks, aside from the factor of money, what will be the main difference between a normal hotel and a luxury one?
Sorry, I don't, sorry. Can you repeat me? Many Spanish too, no, don't worry. Sorry, Arturo, I don't understand because I don't.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was off. So Fernanda asked, besides money, what other factors are the difference between a normal hotel and a luxury one?
The luxury is, well, all the services in normal hotel have to be carefully to the normal dimension, but they deeply intention of the attention and investment in terms of resource, communication, people, training, luxury structure, services, quality is different, obviously, because it's a medium services that you can receive in a normal hotel, or is different because you have to pay, or if you pay 200, 150 euro to stay, or you have to pay 1,000 euro, more or less for the same space, but completely different kind of services you have to receive. That means you have to invest in all levels, in all aspects of the services. All the services inside, what I said before and after the journey of the host. So the difference will be that it is a complete experience, right? Yeah, exactly. So Diana Sanchez says, because luxury hotels are targeted to a really specific public or demographic, she asks about how do you advertise this type of property? The advertising. The advertising? Yes, the channels of advertising. How do you advertise this kind of property? The advertising is one of the level important, but it's not the only. Mainly, I don't know if I'm trying to give a question or write answers to the question. The main way is to have, for example, appropriate website and not to control, to check the communication from the inside, not to have promotion from the other way, because you have to be checked, you have to control. For example, the communication, like advertising tool is one of tools. Communication have to be under control completely to the owner. It's not right to give outside the control of this kind of very strategic level for this kind of property. So if you stay, for example, on the normal platform that you know, the client, the customer is not yours; it's from the platform. You don't control completely the experience. You can have probably sometimes some feedback, but you don't control the relationship with the users. If you use only the normal platform that you know, I don't talk about that. That is normal. It's the normal way to stay, and that way you have to be a perfect control of all the elements of the communication. Perfect. We have a question here from Gretel, and I think it's really interesting because she asked, do you identify that this type of cultural and artistic experiences attract the attention of young people? And she says that taking into account that they are focused on a certain socioeconomic sector,
and with a certain level of cultural knowledge?
Well, now that's one very good point. Thank you for this kind of question, because now is the challenge, because the new generation is deeply interested to the artistic, cultural, but the ways change it. We have to move in a contemporary form of communication and relationship with the new kind of targets even in the luxury hospitality. It's not even in the medium or low level hospitality, because the new generation Z or the generation of millennials from people from the Chinas from the east, for example, is the new frontiers for every countries want to deal with this kind of hospitality. You have to pose a very big question, change completely the way to communicate, because that kind of target move in different way, looking for other things, and you have to pose this kind of. Italy is a problem because it's the first country, but for the new generation, we have some problems. We have to change, have to move in a new strategy.
On that note, talking about how to target younger generations, we have two questions. One that's asked if working alongside influencers will drive the attention of younger generations into Italian luxury hospitality, and also about TikTok.
Sure, I think there are two frontiers very important to deal with, because for that reason we need to have a good influencers and important influencers in all the platform, all the medium. Have to understand better what is the kind of services, the kind of level, and to give all the information, all the sense of the perception of this kind of hospitality in luxury structure, because young generation, even rich, have certain needs have to be,
of course,
consistent and have to be really satisfied in this kind of services. In the past, for example, we had this story, the structure host, this singer, very important. This singer, Stuart, I think, I don't remember exactly the name, asked to play a song in the chapel, for example. It was a good situation, in a critical situation. Obviously, he cannot do that. He cannot do that because the owners, the property was not ready to accept or to have this kind of approach to let to song a piece music inside of chapel, because we want to register the song. But this was a question. This is a point. If you receive this kind of, if you have this kind of house, you have to be ready for the new need. All have to be rules, have to be respect, but you have to change the way to. It's not just an old, a very amazing place that someone stay. Have to consider many situations, many levels of services and attention.
I guess that answered both of those questions. We have another question from Gretel, and she says, do you consider that these type of projects promote the preservation and the cultural legacy of localities? How does this project benefit the communities where these type of luxury hospitalities are established?
That's important in terms of legacy, because structural ideas, not only in Italy, maybe Mexico too, or everywhere, after places. For example, you have a lot of special places like Italy, obviously, you can preserve the legacy, you can preserve the sustainability, because you move people from very important from the world and from travelers from the world. You have the opportunity to bring this kind of people in the area. And in new area, and you have to discover what is the importance of these some areas, because they leave money, they live with their presence, with their because look, in terms of investments, people target traveler in the luxury target live more than not in the travel, not in the destination, but in the shopping, for example, more than medium average level of travelers. We talk about something about 20,000 euro per year, the level and average of the shopping value each year for each one. And if people comes in one area, the opportunity to cross, to accept something very authentic, very in the area is an opportunity for everybody, not only for owners that have to manage the destination, the location.
Yeah, it helps the economy as a whole.
Obviously, is a boost. The luxury hospitality is an economic boost for all the level of the economy, because they this kind of market push all the elements in terms of quality, in terms of eye positioning, and that means all the things have to be developed in the right way to be in the stage that kind of travelers have to be accepted. That means all sectors have to be has to change in the better way to give us services, to give a good opportunity to this kind of luxury market system.
Perfect. So I think we covered all the questions here. Everyone is really thankful for this lecture. They enjoyed it a lot. Let me give the word to Claudia, who is going to close the session.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Arturo, and thank you, Mauro, for this incredible session. It was really interesting, and well, thank you so much for your collaboration in these two webinars. I'm going to switch to Spanish in order to give the final messages to the participants, but thank you, Mauro.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you, Claudia.
Ok, bueno, pues muchas gracias a los que nos acompañaron a esta sesión en colaboración con Mauro Minutilla. Los invitamos a que se sigan inscribiendo a las actividades de Encuentro Creativo. Todavía esta semana tendremos varias actividades con universidades y ponentes mexicanos expertos en el sector. A nombre de la Cámara de Comercio Italiana en México, les agradezco por acompañarnos. Agradecemos a la Embajada de Italia en México y a las marcas participantes de esta segunda edición, que, bueno, algunas de ellas son Luxótica, Benetton, Seña, Cartel, Ferrero, Artemide, Amoretti Brothers, Alfa Parf, y bueno, entre muchas otras. Gracias por acompañarnos y bueno, síganos en las siguientes actividades. Hasta luego.
Arrivederci.